welcome to the most horsepowerful podcast on the internet, the Xbox Drive. Before we get this show on the road, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and ring that bell on YouTube, and leave a 5-star rating or review on your podcatcher of choice. If you want to continue the conversation after the show, make sure you join the Carpool Gaming Discord. For exclusive content and all the Carpool shows in one simple feed, head over to patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Finally, head over to carpoolgaming.com for all of your merch needs. Now, with all that out of the way, you better buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for the Xbox Drive.
Greater than X.
What's up, everybody? It is me, Fi, and it is time for the Xbox Drive, episode 380. Crazy to think it's been 20 episodes since 360, but I'm here tonight with a co-host that's here weekly and co-hosts that are on from other podcasts, as it is ladies' night. We're all here and we're feeling all right. Starting off with Bowsah. How's it going, Bowsah?
Hello, it is going great. I'm glad that we have the all-star cast for the show tonight.
Exactly, all wearing blue, because apparently that's what we decided to all do. I totally didn't run and get this shirt on beforehand. What? Also, starting off with one of our fellow co-hosts from the PlayStation Drive, Fulya. How's it going?
Hello. I am here. I am coming in hot. I had to scoff down my breakfast just to be here. I needed to sleep in today, but I'm here. I'm ready. I've got my tea. Let's do this.
Love it. And visiting us from the Nintendo Drive, Lockleth, how's it going?
Hi, Mom and I match.
You do.
We're twins.
Matchy.
You twins. You twins. Nice. Well, this is going to be a fun episode. None of the guys are here, and so we decided to take over the podcast. And you know what? The way that it should be. Before we do start talking about video games, let's talk about some things that we've been nerding out about this week, or any sort of shout-outs. Fulya, did you want to start off with yours?
Sure. Well, haven't really been playing much this week. I think the only thing I've really been playing mostly has been Jusant, which is a really cool, cozy climbing game. And I'm really enjoying that. It's very nice. And the other thing I will mention is the current Backtrackers game, Sherlock Holmes: Crimes and Punishment. And I have just finished last night's Case 2. I am playing through it very slowly. And yeah, hopefully get into Case 3 at some point soon. But
Love it.
Enjoying it so far. So,
Love
yeah.
it. So what are you like? So I'm happy to hear that what you've been playing. Is there anything that you've been like nerding out about this week though? Like any tech, anything that you've been like really excited about this week or anything like that? Because that's something that we do on this podcast. We love to talk about things that are not related to video games because that's how this podcast rolls.
Like winter tires.
Exactly.
You asked me what I've been playing, so that's what I've been playing. So
When it comes.
What? All right, but what am I geeking out about? Well, let's just say I purchased a new PC. It is
you did.
coming later on, hopefully soon, and I'm very excited to hopefully have a better setup compared to what I have for the last 7 years. My PC's dying, man. It is dying.
Yes, Lockleth?
Yes, Lockleth.
So I have a fun anecdote. Myself, Fulya, and Bowsah have all been given the opportunity and assistance by the Mitch Power to get new PCs. He did not buy them for us, no, but he helped us acquire the 3 PCs that we have so that we could replace him on the show.
Yep.
And this is why I'm wearing the hat, Yeah,
'cause exactly.
I have now. I'm sitting in his seat right now.
Yep.
Fab.
Yes, I am very excited to get this new PC as soon as it comes in. It's going to do all the things and more that my current PC cannot do at the moment. So, yeah, I'm very excited to get that in as soon as possible so that I can get it all set up, because there's so many ideas running through my head right now that I want to be able to do, but I can't because my PC just can't handle it. So yes, Fiona.
Perfect. Thank you. Big fan. Question for you. Are you interested in anything such as like an FPS, if you will? Because we are looking for a replacement currently. We need someone who might be interested in first-person shooters, might talk about the same one each week, if you will. So just was
Preferably.
curious. Preferably.
Yeah,
I
it has
mean-
to be the same one every week. No change.
Cool. So yes, maybe I could probably get myself into it potentially. Maybe some more Fortnite probably would be the thing that I would
There we
go
go.
for. So we'll see.
There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Well, I'm happy to. We'll definitely get back to you. I really appreciate you
Okay.
taking
All
this
right. Thank you.
opportunity.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And I would love to hear from Lockleth. Is there something that you've been like geeking out about this week? Other than, of course, winter tires. But just curious if there's anything that you've been geeking out about. Or if you want to do a shout out, by all means.
Well, I would like to shout out my Jeff Goldblum pillow that, yes, will be behind me every show that I am on. So he's going to make his rounds on all the podcasts. That's kind
course.
of the idea. Random aside, I would like to shout out daily gummy vitamins.
Love
Yeah.
it.
I've been on this kick for a full week now. Mama's been taking her vitamins. She takes 2 a day, even though it says once a day. But I digress. Because I don't want to get sick, Fee. I don't want to
No.
get sick.
Being sick is bad.
It is bad.
Yeah.
People are hacking and coughing. They say it's allergies, but who knows? Got to be safe.
People always love saying that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every year people say that to me. They're like, oh, it's just allergies. And then I'm like, why is my bronchitis like just catching up with me? I love it. Thank you so much for bringing that into my life. Person who says it's allergies. Yeah, no, I completely understand. I appreciate that. A good vitamin, a daily vitamin, if you will, is really helpful. So love
They
it.
make them almost too yummy, though, because, like, I eat 2, and then I'm like, but could I have, like, 2 more? But I don't. I don't know if you can OD on vitamins, but
It could be bad for
Some,
your
yes.
organs. Yeah.
bad for your organs. Okay.
Yeah,
Jotting
don't
that
do
down.
it.
Got it.
Yes.
Cool.
I am not a doctor, so
Well, I'll have to ask Dr. Garrett Bland after the show
Yes.
then. Maybe he knows.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect person to ask. And another person that we shouldn't be asking for medical advice, but curious on what she's really geeking out about. Bowsah, what are you geeking out about this week?
Well, it's not vitamin gummies. That's not happening here. I'm going to geek out a little bit about a good television show I've been watching, and that is The Wheel of Time.
Ooh, okay.
Man, this
What is
thing just
that?
keeps hitting every week. It's based on a book series. We're in the 3rd season now. It's on Prime. Magic and mystery and wonder.
And
We
bears.
gotta gonna have the final battle, so we're gearing up, and we have the dragon reborn with us, and there's a lot going on here. But every week the show just keeps ramping up, and I am here for it. They put out 3 episodes the first week, and now it's been 1 a week since then, so they're drip feeding it, and I'm going crazy. So every Thursday, Green Jeans and I are watching Wheel of Time.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that geek out.
How about
I
you,
love it.
Fee? What are you geeking out about?
So, guys, have you ever been like cleaning and you're like, man, this is just really bothersome? Like trying to like scrub and then like it just seems. I got
I
an
just don't do
electric clean brush this week. It comes with like 10 different things that you can put onto the actual bristle. Like there's like a corner brush, there's a wide brush, there is a sink brush, which I don't understand why it's called a sink brush. It's just a rounded off brush. I don't know, but it scrubs really well. Have I tried it yet? No, but I turned it on the other day and got caught in my sweater, and then it freaked me out.
Oh no.
Oh my God, Fee. Did you read the instructions?
Yes. It
Wait,
was
what
because
sweater? What are we talking? What kind of fabric material? Like, what is this?
It was like a thin sweater. I guess it's like a thin, like, t-shirt sweater kind of situation, and it just, like, spun around it, which was
no.
fine.
It didn't unravel your sweater or anything.
Yeah, so I just, I just turned it off, and then it was fine. It was A-okay. It wasn't, like, stuck or anything.
It wasn't ruined.
It wasn't ruined.
Okay,
no.
thank God.
Excellent.
No. So be careful, guys, when you use one of these.
Be
bad
careful with
boys.
those electric brushes, man. Don't wear a cardigan.
wear a
Cardigans,
Otherwise,
watch
it'll
out.
turn into a mop.
Yeah, but no, it comes with like it comes like it's handheld, but then you can add like an entire like I guess like a pole to it, so then you can like reach higher areas and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, that's really sick. So I'm excited to clean this weekend, which is a weird thing for me to say. So yep. I know Lockleth is just shaking her head right
I live
now.
at home with my parents. My mom cleans.
Nice.
Oh,
Lucky
well-
you. Well, la-di-da.
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 That used to be me.
You left home. I returned, you know? We're just
We went the
reverting
opposite
back.
way.
She cuts my apples. She makes dinner. Man, living the dream over here.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Well, that is a luxury that most of us currently do not have. And for that reason, I have an electric scrubber. So I'll give an update if I end up breaking anything or ruining any more pieces of clothing next week. So keep an eye out, or I guess you'll be able to hear about it next week. Either way, what we're going to do though is this week, it's going to be a little bit different because we do not have the infamous soundboard from Mitch. So, housekeeping!
Yes.
Yes.
It's the same picture. It's the same picture.
Thing.
Woo!
Very good. Very good. I'd like to thank everybody that supports us over at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. I'd like to welcome new Patreon supporter Bria Scott at the ad-free all-in-one tier, so thank you very much. Some of our exclusive Patreon content, My Pants episode is out now, and the Dr. Bland is next. Keep in mind, we do have early access to the mini indie van on Patreon, so give it a listen, give some feedback to
Yes,
our
please.
one and only Fulya right above me. Quick note about Patreon. Apple is being greedy and wanting more money, so if you sign up through the iOS app, you're going to pay more, and we're not going to get it, so please use your web browser to sign up for Patreon. Save yourself a little bit of money. Don't give it to Apple. We had another episode of the Nintendo Drive Post Show this week, just released today, so it was a pretty good one. You should check that out as well.
I was there.
Lockleth was indeed on that. Very good.
I said some.
And
The quick summary. It was sweet. It was short. It was spicy.
Oh.
That is all.
we had Quaggy.
And that too. Quaggy's
Quaggy.
best.
Quaggy. That's who everybody should be worried about losing their job to. It's Quaggy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep. Some other things out on the Carpool feeds. You can check out Sean's Assassin's Creed Shadows review on YouTube and go leave a nice comment for Sean. He and Seth did a great job on that, and they'd love some support over there on YouTube. Don't forget, you can visit carpoolgaming.com for all of your merch needs, and you can even gift merch to those in Twitch chat anytime we are live on Twitch. And I think that is it for the housekeeping.
Housekeeping! Okay, so.
Yeah.
Rude!
I got her.
Broker.
Get out of here, housekeep.
Wow, she's just trying to do her job. She's just trying to do her job.
I got housekeeped last night and tonight.
Yeah.
That's
Man.
too much. I stink. I reek of her. I've had enough.
Oh my
Fee.
goodness. She's trying her best. She's just living her life.
She just
working
wants
9
to clean.
5.
She got an electric cleaning brush. She's very
Yeah,
excited.
It's true. That is very true,
She
actually.
saw the sweater warning, though. Yeah.
She did. Whereas I did not. I'm dying. Okay, so this is the part of the episode where we talk about games that we've been playing this week. Fulya started the
Okay.
ball rolling, which I
Already,
appreciate.
yep.
We love it. We love to see it. Fulya, did you want to talk more about the games that you've been playing this week before we...
So Crimes and Punishment's good.
I love that. I'm really happy to hear that, mostly because I chose the game.
Yes, you
funny
did.
enough.
You did.
Yes, I did. So I'm really
It is
excited.
also going to be the 50th meetup with the Backtrackers, I think. And I was like, well, this is a special moment. I've got to be there. So even though it's going to be 1 a.m. for me, I'll be there.
I
Real
get
MVP.
it. People like so a friend of mine this week messaged me and they're like, oh, do you want to record something? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, how about this time? And I'm like, that is 12 a.m. in the morning for me, my friend. That is so late. But it was 8 p.m. for them, so it doesn't matter for them because they forgot that.
Aren't you awake at to like 3 most nights?
Not this week. I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule. So trying to like go from like, oh, going to bed at 10 p.m. to let's start recording at 12 a.m. in the morning. No.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. I mean, I do sometimes dabble in staying up until way too late in the morning.
Not dabble.
I mean, I would like to say dabble to make myself feel better about it. But yes, so you said Crime and Punishment is going well, which I'm happy to hear. Any other games that you've been playing?
Not really. I've been pretty busy this week. I haven't really had much time to do anything else. So all I've been doing is playing that.
Love it. Have you played
That's
any
it.
other detective games like that previously?
I feel like this is kind of similar to the Agatha Christie games, although not the top-down view ones. The most recent one that released, I think, last year was Murder on the Orient Express.
Yes.
And that one's more of a third-person view, which is really interesting. Made by the same people, by the way, but they've decided to go a different route in terms of how you look at the game. And yeah, it's kind of similar to Murder on the Orient Express. So I'm really enjoying it so far. And I kind of wish it had better hint systems. That's the little thing that I'm struggling with at the moment. But I'm glad that I'm still able to find all the clues I need to find. But in case one, oh my gosh, I was lost. I was so lost. I had to look up some walkthroughs just to figure out where I needed to go and what I needed to do. And then I realized, oh, right, there's still these things I need to do as well. So, yeah.
That is super, super fair. Are you making notes for yourself while you're going through it? Like, I find whenever I play those games, I always have like a journal and I'm writing down like information and stuff to try to keep in mind what's going on.
I don't write notes, but I probably should. But yeah, look, honestly, if I don't forget in my drowsiness at 1 a.m. at the meeting, then people will probably remind me. But yeah, I'll have
Valid.
mental notes. Mental notes.
Super fair. Well, that's awesome. I would also like to hear from Lockleth. Lockleth, what have you been playing this week?
Is she frozen? Did we lose her?
I think we may have lost Lockleth. So instead, for the time being, while we wait to hear from Lockleth, Bowsah, twin to Lockleth.
Yeah, I'll play both of us.
Thank you.
How about that? Let's see. Been keeping up, trying to do my Fortnite dailies. I think I'm like level 79 or so on the battle pass, so making my way through it. Not much more to go. I got a pickle costume, so that's pretty cool. I think the next big exciting thing is Sub-Zero, but you know. Let's see, what else have I played? Today, after work, I played some Fall Guys duos with Riley, and we got ourselves a nice crown. Of course, we're the
Nice.
winners. Though for some reason, Fall Guys kept sticking us into team games. We're like, we don't want teams. We're a duo. It's just like you have to rely too much on other people doing their
Yeah.
job. Like, oh, the team with the most tails wins, or whoever has the most eggs, and people aren't really great at all that stuff. So, whatever. But we made it work. Let's see. I've been playing a fair bit of that Xenoblade Chronicles X. Nothing really new to report there. Just working my way through the story and running off and doing side missions. I just like to run and jump because you can jump really high, and that's fun. Last night I tried a brand new game that just dropped onto Game Pass, and that is called Atomfall. So this is like a Fallout type of deal. It's like
Ooh.
survival based. Hey, something went terribly wrong. You're coming out of your shelter, and I don't know. So far, it seems to be a fair bit of stealth, like sneaking around. There's booby traps everywhere. I'm like running into tripwires and getting caught on fire, and I don't know. I'm not really sure where we're going with this yet, but it looks beautiful, and it seems to run really well on Series X, so we'll just keep chugging away at it and see what happens, see what kind of story is there to find before I make too big of an opinion, you know? I want to get ahead of myself. And yeah, so here's the footage of it. Like, these guys are rolling up. I stole one of their shotguns, shot a couple people in the face. Then I was out of ammo, because of course I was. So I had to use my axe, you know. Sometimes you have to get up there and get your hands dirty, right? I've not seen any big robotic things like that yet. So I'm just very early in the game. I'm on like literally quest number 1. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. There was quite a few options to choose of like kind of what mode you want to be in. Like, do you want like the normal, like how we designed the game, or do you want a super hard version, or do you want to focus more on survival versus combat? So there seems to be like a flavor for everyone. And then there's like, hey, here's an easy mode where everything's just chill and you can just kind of play the story. So we shall see. It looks like it's going to be fun, but I'm still just too early to tell. You know, it hasn't grabbed me yet, but we'll give it a few more hours and see what's going on. And then lastly, a game that some of us played together recently, I played Repo over on Steam. Now, this is a game that is in early access. You know, you're co-op with your friends. You're trying to like gather up treasure and sell it to the man. So there's all kinds of enemies. You can break all the stuff you're trying to salvage. Chaos ensues. That pretty much sums it up. You get the right group of people together, and it's just nonstop laughs. Sometimes people cry when they get scared. I don't know who that would be.
I cried a lot. I cried a lot. Like, a lot. And I laughed a lot, too.
Yeah.
Because I was
If
so
you
scared.
cried, I would be like panicking.
Oh, man. Fulya, it is another entity. Like, it is terrifying.
Mm-mm.
I had to do some of the tasks by myself because, like,
Everybody was dead.
everyone was dead and it was just me, and that's so scary. But it is fun. It's super fun.
Yep.
Mitch put me down the toilet as well. He flushed me down the toilet. That was fun.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to say, the characters look very humorous.
They are.
They look very funny. The way that the
Yep.
mouths move when you talk.
Yeah, you can be super small, and if somebody else is super small, you can pick them up and move them around, which was fun.
Was that you?
I did it a lot. I was like, carry me, please. I'm so scared. It was scary. It was so
Yeah,
scary.
I can't play this. No way that I'm playing that. Nope.
But it's
Yeah,
fun.
I played with some friends the other day, and I found out that you can sit in the cart and then move the cart around, so you can just sail around that way. So that's what we ended up doing until we had a monster kill both of us at once, because it was like, we see that you're moving too slowly, and then it just killed us both instantaneously, and we're like, oh, sad face.
No fun. I was looking at some mods for the game. There's a couple that, you know, stick out, particularly one where anytime someone buys an upgrade and uses it, everyone gets the upgrade.
Oh.
Because you only get so much money during each stage, And when you go back to the shop, you know, you can buy things like you can buy health or upgrades or maybe some weapons and stuff. But we never seem to have enough money to get everybody healed up and upgraded and stuff. So it would be nice that if we did have money for an upgrade, everyone could have it. So I might run with that one
Interesting.
too. We'll see. Maybe next time we'll set it up with mods.
Yeah, there was only 4 of us, and I think you need at least 6 people, which is the max in that game.
So,
Yeah, I ran with 5 people the next day or the day after, and we were doing pretty well. I think we got to the level where we had to go like find 4 different drop-off locations, and then everything went absolutely balls to the walls chaotic. So I think that's it was a little much, to say the least.
yeah. My TikTok has been full of like repo content now, and I'm like learning how to, you know, maybe defeat some of the enemies or know
The
what
Ducker
triggers
now.
them and like how to avoid them, that kind of stuff, which would be very helpful other than like hide under a table and hope they go away.
Fee, I will say, Fee is very good at this game because Fee knows when to be quiet. I
We do not.
No, I panic and I start yelling and I start crying and then I keep saying like how much I'm crying because like y'all can't see me and I'm like say goodbye to my makeup. It's gone because I was crying so much. And then Fee finally was like shush. And then like when it was just Fee and I like doing stuff, I was like, oh, maybe I just need to shut the fuck up, you know?
I think it's because I'm so used to playing Lethal Company, which is like it's more sound based than anything, more than movement. So for me, when I play those types of games, I'm like, we gotta all be quiet because if we continue to talk, you're just like essentially being a huge like target. Except the fact that I found out that some of the monsters don't even pay attention to sound, but there are some that are like very sound heavy. There is like it's the hunter with the shotgun. He can only be able to like he can only target you if you're making noise, and that's why when you guys are all talking, I'm just like going off by myself silently. I'm just like, yeah, and then you guys are like, yeah, I can't find anything over here, and I'm like, gosh, shut up, what are you guys doing? And then it's just like, whoop, bam, instantaneous death, and I'm like, you guys need to stop. You guys are stressing me out. So I'm like, I like go to the other way, and then all of a sudden I just hear like, guys, I can't find anything over here, and then I'm just like, oh my god, like, you guys, shush, guys. It wasn't just you, Lockleth. It was like everybody.
No, you told Mitch to be quiet too, and he took very offense to that. And it was so funny because like him and I were so loud because we didn't know we didn't know that the monsters. It took me a while to figure out, specifically the one that has the shotgun. Like he for sure hears you.
Yep.
Because like Mitch would be under a table, under a chair, and he literally would egg on the monster and then get killed like instantly. Like I was like, okay, that tells a lot. Like this monster can hear us.
Yeah, the monster with the shotgun uses the shotgun as a cane, and so I realized I'm like, oh, he's blind. Like so the only way for him to be able to tell where you are is the sound.
That must have been how he fell down the stairs though, because like at one point he fell down the stairs and Mitch was like, did he trip? And then he got killed.
Oh my, yeah, like he was like paying it, like he was near that stair area because there was like the stairs up and then the stairs down right after, and that's where I died first. I got instantly just like I opened the doors and then I got insta shot in the face, and then the second time I died was the ghost pulled me up over and was laughing at me, and then I got instantly shot in the face, and I'm like, son of a, what is happening? Stop doing this. So yeah, I like the fact that there's like also monsters in that game that I didn't see in my playthroughs with other friends in the like rounds that we were playing, and then the day after some of the monsters that I saw when I was playing with you guys, they weren't there, and I'm like, where is this monster? Like there's the one that makes you throw up, and I hate that one, but it makes your voice super low. We didn't see that one, I think, the majority of the time that we played. And then the duck, and I'm like, man, we haven't seen the duck yet. And then all of a sudden, I was right in front of Lockleth, and I get killed by the duck, and then I'm like, Lockleth, get away from the duck. I'm like yelling, and Mitch is just like, is that what killed you? And I'm like, yes, Mitch, that's what killed me. And then it was just like instantly, like Lockleth is like, what is that? What killed me?
I am so non-observant in that game because I'm so scared. I'm just trying to survive, Fee. And then when I see this okay, the duck looks cute, y'all. It looks really
Yeah.
cute. And then I'm like, oh, cute little duck. And then it like opens its mouth like it like becomes the size of an alligator's mouth and like chomps on your face and it kills me and I scream. And I was like, I touched the duck and it killed me. And like Mitch and you were both like, yeah, that's exactly what just happened to us. I said, well, I didn't know. Ugh, it's too much. It's too
You
much.
got killed by the cuteness.
And then there was one time where Bowsah was the only one surviving, and we were just watching Bowsah do, trying to find objects to, to take back. And the duck was following her around. And I was like, it looks so cute when it's just following you around, though. It's dangerous. Like me. Small but dangerous.
Small and cute, but dangerous.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. So is that all that you played this week, Bowsah?
I think that's it for me.
Okay. Well, Lockleth, I don't know if you heard. We wanted to know what you were playing this week.
I did not hear. I had a little blip in internet probs, but Repo is one of them. I knew y'all were gonna throw that out there, but one that I haven't played for a couple weeks, but it is on Xbox. It is Road 96, which I really enjoyed. I'm not done with it yet. I want to say, I think you have to like save the minimum amount of children, teens. So basically you play as a different teen every time you're trying to get them to the end, get them across the border, essentially. It's very political. A lot of things are going on, but it's just a narrative story based. And so you hitchhike or you steal vehicles, or it's all depending on your decision making and like what you decide, whether that teen that you're helping to cross the border makes it or not. So I think I got through 3 teens so far, maybe 4. I think you can save at a minimum 6. I'll end up having to save at least 7 because the 3rd or 4th one I ended up killing accidentally because they ran out of stamina, because stamina is part of it too. There's a little bit of survival to it. And they fell off a cliff. So it was very Amanda coded, except for Amanda has not done that. So yeah, rip that teen. But I've saved most of them so far. I think I'll probably am like halfway essentially now, since that one did not end up the right way. But it's really interesting, like the choices you make, deciding on what happens in the game. I heard the game from Seth. I'm throwing that out there. Road 96. I found out from Seth. He told me about it. I always say it. Whether you listen to him or not, that's on you. He should probably say listen more often. But
Yep.
I am playing Road 96. And listen, it is fun. I do enjoy it. I'm going to finish it probably in the next couple weeks. I definitely want to finish it before South by Midnight comes out. So
Yeah.
I've got to do that. It's not a long game. It's just really interesting. All the kids have different stories. They have different backgrounds. You learn more about the other non-playable characters that are out there as well. And it's interesting. It shows you like a percentage of like how much you've learned or interacted with that character. So I think it's neat. It kind of tells you in a way like how far you are in the game. But super fun, super cozy, even though it has some survival to it. So I like it.
Nice.
Nice. Sweet. Have you played anything else this week?
Not really. I mean, I've played other games, but I just wanted to call out the ones that were specifically Xbox coded, or at least for me.
That's fair, because some of us play mostly games that are not on Xbox, or we just talk about games that are not Xbox related.
So I've heard. I feel like this is another PC related podcast as well, with Repo
the
and
all-wheel drive.
Lockdown and yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It is the all-wheel drive. Because I'm not, guys, this week, as some of you guys know, I have just a few hours in a game called Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. And by a few hours, I mean I have currently, to announce, 2,008 hours on this game. And I just want to say they released the kitchen update where you get a little kitchen and you get to like decorate your kitchen.
Oh, that's
which
cute.
is super cute. Yeah, it's super cute. I'm obsessed with it. I play it every single day. I always put it on when I'm like working. And so I was really excited about that. I got to decorate my kitchen and then get new spirit companions, which is the whole thing. And of course I use it mostly for like rain sounds and stuff like that. And then just an overall vibe, and then things to like not like, if I don't have something on my second screen while I'm working, I'm usually like, ooh, maybe I could look at something else. I'm like, I need something to distract me. And so I need something that's not just an open browser to go and purchase something. So I am like an electric cleaning brush. So here we are. I just ended up just putting that on and having a blast with it. So that's one of the games that I played this week, quote unquote. Of course, I played Repo with all of you, which was a lot of fun. Of course, except for Fulya, someday Fulya. We'll just
like,
find.
no.
She's
Here's
like,
the
I don't
thing.
think she's
We'll just
interested.
find.
Nope.
We'll just find like a really cutesy mod that like masks everything as something like super cute.
And then everything cute just kills me? No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, it'll just like take you out for a tea party or something. That's what you're doing instead. You're just sitting there with your character, just having a tea party, but you're
Tea,
actually
that's
there.
what's in that cauldron. Yes, yes.
I
I'm
mean,
sure.
you are looking for like items to sell, and a lot of them are like gemstone, like mugs and such. I broke, as I may quote Fee, a full china shop when we played the other day. So, yeah.
Yeah. It is quite honest. Like, what I don't understand about that game, how can you break gems?
I don't
like,
know.
that's one of
Diamonds
the
are
things-
supposed to be like one of the hardest things out there, and bam, I just smashed one to pieces.
You can scratch a mirror with them, but in Repo, like, you barely touch them and they're gone.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't understand. I like
Totally realistic game. In every other aspect.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
totally.
mouth, like, the whole top part of your head flapping up as you talk. Yeah, very realistic. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally, absolutely. But the only thing that could stay the same is if you ended up going to buy something from someone, it has to be like the guy from like Resident Evil 4 that says like, "What are you buying? What are you selling?" And then that would have to be the only scary thing in that game, which is the cute mod for this particular game. But it has to have the weapons merchant from RE4.
Radio.
Yeah. Do you even know who that is, Fulya?
I
The
hear it all the
weapons-
time, but
Okay.
I don't know. But I'll
that's-
probably sound more closer to the guy because apparently he's supposed to be more Australian or British or whatever he is.
Maybe.
What are you buying? What are you selling?
You know what? You're right. That would make sense.
Foya lives in the future. She knows all. She sees all.
That's
That
right.
is true.
Apparently.
Merry Christmas, Foya, by the way.
Happy New Year! Wow.
Yeah, wow.
I'm out. I'm out.
Is it St. Patty's Day again over there already?
Oh man, that is. I can't.
Got her.
Okay. Also, there was a new update for Infinity Nikki. It was a brand new event where there's a really creepy version of Momo where he's a stretched version. Haven't gotten to that point in the story yet.
What?
But he's like 5 feet tall. And he's just like Momo, but with elongated torso and arms, and he like
Ew.
dances. And he's just like, woo!
So he's like lanky. I don't
He's
like
lanky.
that.
He is a lanky boy.
No.
I don't know why. When I get to that point, I guess I'll let you guys know. I think it's because there's like a mask in this particular update that's like making people go crazy and seeing like essentially illusions, and I think that might be one of them. Also,
What?
I think
Infinity Nikki has changed since I played
Infinity
it last.
is crazy.
My
You
God.
should see it. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to find the new Momo. Like, it is a gem that's on his head, and he's just wearing sunglasses, and that's his new Momo outfit.
I don't like it. You describing it, I hate it. I 100% hate it.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It's like, it's weird.
not your fault.
and-
No.
I mean, I know it's not my fault. I did not come up with this, and if I did, I must have been having a lot of fun when I came up with that idea.
Had too much elderberry.
Yeah, exactly. Too much elderberry, if you will. It is a wild update. I don't know what is going on. It is absolutely wild. But yeah, I'm still really enjoying it. There's also really cute new outfits. There's like a little cat raincoat outfit going on that you get for free, which is kind of nuts. So I was trying to find a commercial. You know what? I found it.
Please share with the class. I must see this cursed Momo.
Yeah, just give me two. Oh,
Let
is
it
showing?
haunt my
I'm looking
dreams.
at it. I don't like it.
You don't like it? I want to see it. I must see.
Oh my goodness!
Must
One
see
second.
this.
I have to make sure that this is the correct one.
Like I'm picturing one of those wrestler action figures that has like
Looks
the
like a
rubbery
very
arms.
lanky. Just
That's
looks
what
like
I'm
a very
picturing.
lanky kind of a cat.
I mean, yes, but also why is the question. Why is he lanky? Why is the new like outfit where he's just like
Maybe he was tired of being a shorty like myself, and he wanted to be more like a fee.
I mean, I guess. I mean, it makes sense.
It's like I want to reach more than the top of this fridge. I want to reach the top cabinet, even. What a concept, you know?
Above the fridge.
Yeah. I want to reach the back top of the fridge, dust back there. Like my
Your new cleaning brush.
Oh yes,
one of those extension things that Fee was talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
It's true. That is.
I mean, I've
important.
got like a small image up if you want to see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
A small
know.
image of a large Momo.
Oh, large Momo.
yeah. 1 second here.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh ew.
Yeah, no.
Ew.
Oh, why would you do that?
I hate it.
Oh,
Momo's
ruin
supposed to be
my boy.
small
He's
and,
so-
and cute.
yeah.
Yeah.
it's the mask. Blame the mask. There you go.
We'll take the
Ew.
mask off. No.
What them arms doing? Get them limbs out of here. I hate it.
Oh no.
Get
Long
out of here.
Momo.
Oh, Momo.
I hate it.
I don't like it.
Like I said, I didn't
That's
like
not
it
my
either.
Momo. That's not my Momo. I'm sorry.
That's not my Momo.
That is not my Momo.
No.
The outfit's really cute though.
I mean, this outfit is cute.
Yeah,
It's
it's
giving
the
a lot.
4-star.
But
But
ew,
then-
ew.
Oh
my God, no.
With
That
the
is
belly
just-
button,
He's
it's
supposed
too
to be
much.
short and chubby.
With the belly
Come
button,
on.
it's too much. I feel
He
like
has
I
the
should.
belly button.
I know, but the arms with that, too much.
Oh my gosh.
Now he's doing a little jig.
Ew.
Oh.
I'm not a fan
I
of
hate it.
this. Fee, why did you bring this to my attention? I was about to dive back into Infinity Nikki via Epic Games
But
on
like,
my
look
PC.
at this outfit. Ooh,
That's cute. But also, long ass and Momo, nope. Gumby, get out of here.
Hi, Gumby.
Get out of here, Gumby. We don't want you in here. Get out of here.
Yeah, I
Moby,
mean,
Gumby.
Gross. But, everything else is cute. But Momo, I could see less of,
Okay. Well, I haven't seen, like I said, I have not seen Long Momo yet. When I do, I'll make sure to
Please
take a lot of screenshots.
Take the
and send it-
screenshot, please.
I'm gonna be like, guys, I
Please.
did it. I made
Just-
it to Long Momo.
No context. Just put it in our little chat thing.
Long
Just
Momo.
send Long Momo.
Yeah. There and also in our Discord, I'm just gonna be like, guys, just Long Momo, nothing else.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
No
fast.
context. Exactly. This is how I get banned from the Discord. Just Long Momo.
That's non-suitable for work. Get out.
Oh my goodness.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Leave.
That's rude. Oh my goodness. So I played that, and then I've also been playing 33 Immortals because I decided to try out something and actually play something that's on Xbox. So I decided to play this game, and honestly, I'm kind of enjoying it. Am I bad at it? Horrendously. Did I die like 15 times in a dungeon? 100%. I decided to play as a tank. No idea how to do it, and I'm just like, why am I dying? Why is nothing happening? Who knew what was going on? So here we are. I am going to probably have to play it after this podcast, actually, because I want to get better at it before we play as a group at some point, because I was real bad. I usually like tanking, and then I just kept on getting smacked in the face, and I'm like, why am I getting no heals? And apparently there's no healers. And I'm like, why are there no healers? There's like people who can slow down and stuff like that, but there's no actual heals. You have to like run around and collect bones to be able to heal. And I'm like, this seems weird.
Not bone collection.
Let me go collect some chicken bones so I can like heal myself.
I mean, fair, right?
And then on top of it, if you die, then you get to you can be res, but you're only at like 30% health, and you're locked at 30% health. And then you're like, oh good, I got hit by the boss, insta death. Great, fantastic. Come back with some chicken bones, and here we are, just rezzed back from the dead. So I'm curious. I liked obviously there's no character creator, but you get a cute little robe. And then I got some weird, when we left, because you get prizes and stuff, I ended up getting this emote, and it's just like a caribou going like this. And I'm like, why? Why is he going like this? Praise caribou.
That's what the people want. That's what the people want.
I
Praise be.
Praise be caribou. So here we are, playing this game. It's probably not even caribou. The people are probably like, it's a deer.
Actually.
Actually, it's a moose. No, it's not a moose. Moose would be terrifying. But yeah, it's just, I'm gonna have to try another weapon, which kind of bums me out. I might just end up having to play dual wield. It's fine, but I'm hoping to get a little bit better at it, because I know we've talked about trying to play it as a group before, and I'm like, I don't want to show my horrendous skills in this game. I need to get at least 2% better. I can't expect to be amazing, but I definitely want to get a little bit better. So that's all I've been playing this week.
How's the story on it? Because that was the one thing that I thought was kind of interesting with it. I don't know how much you've played, but
so. Lockleth, something about me, if it's too long, I didn't read it. So
oh my god. You're just like Sean.
This isn't the big story one. You might be thinking of Expedition 33.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
So it's
This one's
33
not.
Immortals.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
What are we
That's a
talking about now?
completely
Thank you for bringing the title up, because I blanked out on what the game was being talked about, and I'm like, yep, cool.
So
now
it's like a Hades where it is
okay.
you're going into a dungeon with 33 people, and you have to take down a large boss. The first round, I think you're in the depths of hell, and then you have to beat Satan, and then you have the next one, which is Purgatorium.
The bones make more sense to me now.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That would be so weird.
That's not on you. Just like you don't like reading, apparently I can't listen. And I say listen a lot.
Listen a lot. You don't
say it
actually
a lot,
listen to yourself.
but I don't do it
Got
a
it.
lot.
yeah, and my attention span is out the window.
It's that Mitch
Wow.
Get that off your head. I think it's making you dumber.
So I didn't play Expedition 33. I played 33 Immortals.
Cool.
And I played as a skeleton tank, and that's about it, guys. And by story, there are instructions. I tried to go.
Oh no.
What is happening?
You're dropping like flies around here.
Oh,
Goodness gracious.
Maybe it's not a me problem then. Well, okay. I feel better. I understand a little bit more now with the bones and stuff, but I was confused because the Expedition 33 is the one I was thinking about, right?
Yeah, that's not out yet.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, I thought that wasn't out yet. That's why I was also confused.
Yeah, no. I don't even know what just happened because I'm directly connected.
I'm not.
It's that Canada internet, man.
I'm
You
just
can't
praying
trust
to
it.
the caribou that it's going to work, you know?
Praise to the caribou.
Yeah, praise
I mean,
be.
there is some crazy stuff happening outside, and I'm happy that you guys can't hear it. So who knows? Maybe someone's playing around with wires outside. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. It's a Friday night, guys. So yeah, here we are. So that's all I've been playing this week. I didn't play anything else. I was trying to think of anything else that I was checking out. No, there's quite a few games that I'm interested in playing, because I ended up getting an opportunity to watch a horror video game documentary. So I made a whole list of games that I want to play. Yeah, that was fun. So I never heard of a game, and it's called... Oh God, this is going to be such a wild, interesting explanation. It's called I Have No Mouth, but I Must Scream, which is apparently a
I've heard that
point-and-click
title.
adventures from the 1990s. It's based off of a short story where essentially everyone in the world has been obliterated except for 5 people. So you're trying to figure out why you're in this particular scenario. So that's the game I want to play, because as we know on the Xbox Drive, we talk about games that we want to play, not just the games that we've been playing.
The elusive front log.
Yes. Oh man. So I am very interested in checking that out, because it was a point and click adventure that was discussed on the documentary, so I'm going to have to check it out.
Nice.
Yeah. And then also, of course, I have to play Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
Because that is on my list of things I have to play. I'm just like I'm debating if I play, like, because there's multiple different orders, Fulya, on how to play this, because there's multiple games in the series. Yes. So I'm debating, because a lot of people say that you can hop right into Crime and Punishment. They're like, Crime and Punishment's the best one, you can hop into it, but do I go and play the older ones first? Because there's the chronological order, but then there's like the popular order, which is you start off with Crime and Punishment, and then there's another one which is the actual story, like, timeline. So it's like, what am I doing? I don't know. There are 2 games in the series that you have to play Crime and Punishment first to play. I love games that are chronologically confusing, because why not? They
Just
went
play
to
the one for the backtrackers first. That way you know you have it done.
That's what I'm doing. Yep.
I mean, that's true, but I like chronological order, Bowsah.
It's not going to matter.
No.
But it is for me.
Throw that order out the window.
Fine. I'll throw it out the window. I'll just
Listen to
uninstall
reason.
things. Bowsah, the voice of reason. Perfect. Thank you. So yeah, that's everything we've been playing this week. So I'm going to pass this over to Bowsah.
Let's invite some friends into the carpool with us. We have some community questions. First up, we have Awesome Dave, who says, what do you think is the coziest game available on the Xbox, and why is it the critically acclaimed JRPG Final Fantasy VIII?
Oh, yeah.
No. Anything but. Anyone disagree with that? It's unanimous. I'm sorry, Awesome Dave. A for effort. We'll get to all of our favorite cozy games here in just a little bit. Next up, we have a submission from some guy named Mitch. I don't know. Have you heard of him? I don't know who this is. Must be new around here.
I was going to say, if it makes any, like, I replace this guy. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's true.
she's wearing a Mitch hat, apparently, whoever that person is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plays FPSs.
Yeah, all the FPS.
Yep,
Well,
all of them.
it's Fortnite now.
Yes, it's Fortnite.
Yeah.
The better
that's what
option.
Every day,
100%.
Fortnite.
Less raging on that one.
100%.
I don't know about that, but... Mitch says, hi there, Xbox Drive. First time, long time. I have a very simple question. With you 4 ladies killing it right now, will I still have a job when I come back next week? Will this episode break all carpool download records? Will I be forgotten, or do you still need a dude bro shooter host for the Xbox Drive? I can reapply if I have to.
I think we just already established that I am now the lady shooter.
Yeah.
And also, if I may pick at this simple question, there's more than one question here.
Yes, I agree.
And I think the answer to that is yes.
To all.
There's your simple answer to your simple question.
All of the above. Yes.
Oh, man. I don't know. I think some of them are definitely no, but...
Well, maybe. I stopped reading after the first one, you know?
Yeah. You didn't listen. We've already
I
established
don't.
that you
We
don't
know
listen.
this.
so-
I don't listen. I just say to listen to me.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
I'm sorry, Mitch, but I think you're in trouble. Just gonna say it.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and submit your resume to HR. That'd
I'll
be
help you.
this
I'll
one
help you fill it
beside.
out. Yeah, I'll help you fill it out. I am HR. I am legal. I had to do my own resume recently. I had to help my dad with his. I now have a job, but I don't do anything in my evenings. So yes, I will also possibly replace you. We shall see.
Nice.
Fabulous.
Very nice. All right. Next up, we have Yawn32. It says, how has your gaming changed over the last 5 years, and how do you see it changing over the next 5 years? This is very philosophical. Lockleth, what do you think? How has your gaming changed in the last 5 years?
Well, I don't
Now think
just
about
play.
like what happened 5 years ago.
I know. I was
It
going to
was
say
the Animal Crossing revolution.
It was. I don't play just Animal Crossing anymore. I don't even play just cozy games anymore. I think once I started playing like stuff like Cult of the Lamb, I think I was doomed to play, not as cozy, even though I say it's cozy. Other people would not say so. But now I feel like in the next 5 years, I'm gonna be a horror game girly. That's where I'm going. That's the trajectory that I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do
Okay.
it.
No more cozy rage. It'll just be straight rage.
Possibly. Yeah. We're gonna slowly lose the cozy.
Yeah.
But for right now we've got the duo.
Tears of rage.
I will cry a lot for
Yeah.
y'all's entertainment, so you're welcome.
Love it.
I do it for
Fulya,
y'all.
what do you
Pigeon.
think?
The scared pigeon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Pigeon flying in the air, flying away, like just pooping on people because they're scared shitless. Yeah, that's me.
Yep. Nice.
Well, 5 years ago, I think Animal Crossing was literally the only real game that I sort of got me back into gaming and like more. But since then, I've kind of been, especially within the last 12 to 18 months, I've kind of been broadening my my genre horizon, if you will, and trying out different games. I've dabbled in some more RPGs. I've been really enjoying RPGs a lot more. I've been, testing my skills at shooters and seeing how I go in more open world type adventure games. I'm playing a lot. I think especially in the last couple of years, I have been playing a lot more of the detective style games, and I've been loving it.
Yes.
I am obsessed with the Agatha Christie series that I already know the next one's coming. I've already pre-ordered it. I don't care. It doesn't even have a release date yet. I've already pre-ordered it at work. It's there.
I love that.
I'm ready to go. And just sort of like trying the very popular games that everybody keeps talking about, like the big AAA games that, the God of War, the Horizon Zero Dawns and all that sort of stuff. I thought, I'd like to understand where the hype is coming from, and that's why I wanted to jump into those games, and whether or not I would actually enjoy them more. So that's why I've been dabbling in those a bit more. But I've also noticed just how much I love indie games, especially in the last couple of years. Like in the last 5 years, I would say I've been playing so many more indie games compared to what I've been playing just, the big AAA, AA games. And I'm here for it. I'm keeping going with it. I've made a whole podcast about it. Like that's how much I'm loving indie games right now. So my gaming style has changed immensely in the last 5 years. So, and I'm looking forward to what the next 5 years will look like. Whether I will get into more shooters, or how many more indie games are we playing that aren't just cozy farming sims. So we'll see how we go.
Very nice. Fee, what do you think? How have you changed in the last 5 years, and where are you headed?
I don't think I've changed. That's the thing. That's the problem. I guess I'm looking at my Steam library right now, and I'm like, what was I playing in 2020? Because I knew I did dabble in Animal Crossing that year. I ended up playing I think I ended up playing quite a bit of DBD that year as well, because there was a group of us playing DBD, and I still consistently play DBD around certain times a year anyway, except right now it's not doing so hot. But no, I think, I did play Danganronpa 1 with some friends, and then I ended up starting to play 2, and I try to go and continue playing Danganronpa? Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I've always been one of those people that tries, especially since I was very stuck on MMOs for a very long time. I do try to dabble a little bit. And also Lucas makes recommendations sometimes, and then I don't listen to him for a very long time. And then all of a sudden, like, I play the game and I'm like, oh my God, this was so good. And he's like, I've been telling you this for like a year. And I'm like, so
He's your Seth.
It's true.
Seth loves to tell us about games and we completely ignore him. And then we go back and tell him how great they are.
Yeah, exactly. I tend to do that quite often. So I don't know, like I've been actually wanting to get into more horror, because Killer Frequency was kind of like this, like the game that like lit the match. And then hearing about all these horror games over, like, I've always wanted to check out the game, like, example, like, I've been wanting to check out, like, Silent Hill myself. I've been interested, and I've watched, like, documentaries, and I've watched, like, hours and hours of long, like, deep dives in those types of games, because I usually don't feel comfortable playing those games myself. But with Silent Hill F coming out relatively on the soon side, which if I do end up playing that, I am going to probably cry profusely on stream while I play it, because I am not playing that by myself, and I'm not playing that at night, so it's going to be in the dead of day that I play that game. But I'm curious, and I want to try out even more games. I know this year, one of the first questions that I asked you guys on the podcast, on this podcast actually, what are some games I should check out this year? So there's like Forza and a number of other games that I haven't checked out previously. So who knows? Also, I've been really interested in getting back into Euro Truck Simulator. So who knows? Maybe I'm just going to become a trucking simulator person.
Nice.
Let's
and
go.
I'm just going to get one of those like setups that some people have where it's just like an entire room and it looks like I'm in like the... Yeah, exactly. The full wraparound.
The full cabin.
Exactly.
You could be like the guy that's out there on... I've seen a bunch of TikToks of him where like he wrecks his trucks and he like flies all around and pretends like he's knocked out. Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like if I did that, I would get whiplash, which would be hilarious because then I'd have to explain to my boss why I'd missed time from work. It's because I got an injury in a car accident.
Accident.
Oh my God. And she'd be like freaking out.
No, I was playing a video game and I have the full setup and I like do the whole acting thing and I have whiplash now. I have to wear a neck brace.
The full experience, the full immersion.
I think my HR rep would find that very funny, but he would also be like, Fiona, we can't be doing this. So I don't know. Like I'm like, who knows what the next 5 years brings, because I don't like to try to set myself into like one genre, but I do of course like my good fair share of detective games. I want to dabble into more horror, and so who knows? We'll see what happens in the next 5 years.
Very nice. For me, the last 5 years have been just wild, right? Like, I'd never played an Animal Crossing game before. I wasn't into, like, the cozy games then. And, of course, I dove into that and played it nonstop for however long. And since then, like, I've played a ton more indie games, a lot of cozy games, joined up in the backtrackers, played all kinds of things that were outside my normal realm, which would be more like action-adventure, very story-based games. You know, your Last of Us, your Death Strandings, your Red Dead Redemption 2, that kind of stuff. So, like, I've tried a ton of new things. What I've done in the last 5 years, I got into an MMO. Who would have thought that? Because someone suggested, hey, I think you would really like Final Fantasy XIV, and off I went on God knows how many hundreds of hours epic journey with that. So, like, I've tried a lot of different things. I'd say probably the Backtrackers is the best place to try all these things, because they usually are, like, we keep them shorter games, so you're not making a huge commitment to something that maybe you won't end up liking, right? Not every genre and type of game is for everyone. So, I'm thinking just keep pushing it. Keep pushing my boundaries and trying different things and keep checking out the neat little indie games that have that charm that is lacking in the big games, you know? But also, I love my big games, my action adventure story games, and I'm here for it. And yes, I'm going to be playing Death Stranding 2 day one. You know it. But we'll see.
Yeah, your walking sim.
Yeah. I don't know how much walking sim it's going to be. I'm very
It's
curious.
no longer a walking sim.
I don't know.
It's an actual
don't know if it
walking
will be.
sim.
So we'll see.
I'm still
Maybe.
traumatized by that baby in the trailer.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I've never liked that baby. I don't like it.
I might have to, like, refund my money if I don't get to see Norman Reedus in the shower, though, in Death Stranding 2. The real reason people play the game. Naked Norman Reedus.
I can relate. I have some
See?
people that I look up to in that same way.
Yeah, see? Yeah, as Sean points out, I need more Vampire Survivor-like games.
Yeah,
true.
you
Kind
play,
of been
like,
lacking
every
lately.
single
Like, I
one
haven't
of
had
those.
one come through the ID at Xbox games in a while here. What are these people doing? They need to feed my addiction. Oh my. So thank you, Jan, for that question. And last up, we have Quaggy. Says, "It is I, the Quaggy, king of the Xenobabes. Have any of you ladies played Control? If not, when will you start and why is it immediately? It's on Game Pass. I apologize to all for causing the show to end early."
Okay, I would like to hop in this first because it's funny enough, Lucas has been playing it. So the reason why he's been playing it is because he gets the same vibe from Severance, which was hilarious
Okay.
because I walked into my living room and I'm like, why is Lumen looking so weird right now? Which is the building that they have in Severance, which is the same, like, it looks like the same building that she's in during the video game. So I want to check it out. I've been wanting to check out that game for a while. I think it looks eerie and creepy, but then also kind of like a lot of weird nonsense is happening. So that's on my I want to play list. And which is why I put that in the thumbnail. And then I saw the question after I made the thumbnail and I'm like, oh, this seems coincidental that I ended up putting the character from Control on it. But yeah, I want to check it out. I have heard nothing but good things from everyone who played it. I literally got it gifted from a friend and they're like, you need to play this game. Mind you, that was 4 years ago and I'm really sorry, Mario, but I need to go and play it. So that is currently on the top of my to playlist after Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment because your girl needs to play her Backtrackers game. But yeah, exactly. So I want to check it out, especially if it does have the same vibe of Severance, because that is currently my favorite show and it is consuming all my thoughts. And so for that reason, I need to go play Control and find out if Milkshake is there. And if you've watched Severance, you know. Thumbs up.
Fulya, Lockleth, have either of you played Control at all?
Nope.
No? It's on Game Pass.
Nope.
So I actually bought
haven't
the
played it.
game, like, I think I had a physical copy of it for PlayStation 4, and I've tried a couple different times now, probably at least 3 times over the years to, like, get into that game, and I don't know.
What's the
just
issue?
It just doesn't grab me. Am I playing at the wrong time? Like, am I choosing to play it when I'm in a bad mood and don't want to play anything else? That could be.
Could be.
Because it seems like it would be up my alley, right? It's a
Yeah.
story-driven action-adventure game. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll give it another try. It comes with high
interests
praise
me.
from Quaggy.
Yeah, that, and it interests me because it's on Game Pass and it's like I have it available to me. But with South by Midnight, it's so close. I feel like I have to hold off. And Bowsah, I have a quick cue for you, by the way. Are you still trying to finish Xenoblade X before South by Midnight comes out?
I don't know.
Because, like,
I
is that
listened to the
possible?
Nintendo Drive, and I heard you guys. I want to, like, say challenge accepted, but
Yeah.
also, like, the way I'm feeling about Xenoblade right now is it seems like it's like a nice slow burn game. Just pop in, do a couple side quests, maybe push the story forward a little bit,
Like Seth was
and
saying
then
for him.
yeah, just maybe keep that on a slow simmer in the background and play other things. But yeah, South of Midnight comes out April 8th, day 6 on Game Pass, as it were. So you can pay more money and play it earlier. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll push for it. But you never know. Like, maybe I'll just get a bug and decide that I want to play through that whole thing immediately and do it this weekend. Anything can happen.
Yeah. I just remember you mentioning that, and then I was like, I don't know, is that possible?
It's absolutely possible.
Xenoblade will always be a slow burn for me. I still haven't beaten 3, so X will be the same. Just whenever I can fit it in, I'll get it in,
Yeah.
And I feel like Control, I want to start because it looks interesting, but South by Midnight is just on my brain right now. So I don't know. My answer is I don't know.
Well, it'll be there for a while on Game Pass. You got some time. That is it for the community questions. Thank you to Awesome Dave, Mitch, Jan, and Quaggy for writing in this week. Now, let's take a little turn and head for the main topic, and that is our favorite cozy games on Xbox. Fulya, do you want to kick us off with a cozy game that you like on the Xbox?
I am going to shout out Mithrect Ambrosia Island, because that was the one that I finished recently on the Xbox, and I love that game from start to finish. It is so chill. You're just running around an island. You're helping out the Greek gods on this island to regain their memories, find their precious items, and reconnect them because they lost connections with the others around the island because of whatever reason that's kept them apart. And it's just really fun just sort of exploring this island. There's, some puzzles you have to do here and there. But other than that, you're just chilling out. There's rest spots where you can they've set up like little spots with like pillows and a tape deck. And you go around finding cassettes to play on these tape decks while you're just sitting there and chilling and enjoying these nice views. And it is so good. And it's, for those of you who are achievement hunters, easy Chivo, easy 1,000 gamer score you can get.
Thanks.
It's a collectathon. That's essentially what this game is. It's a collectathon. You're just running around the island, collecting things, buying items, helping these Greek gods out, and just getting them to reconnect with each other. And it's really sweet and wholesome.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of have that on my list of things to check out if I get bored, because I know that you highly recommended it. So
yeah, it's definitely one of those. Yeah, it's definitely one of those games where if you just sort of stop playing it for a little bit, you can go back to it at any time and not really think about it too much and just go with the flow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fee, what are you thinking for cozy games?
Okay, guys. So, honestly, when I heard of this topic, my first idea, because you go constantly just around in a circle for the entire level and just go whoop, 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 whoop. Loop Hero. So it is, okay, it's not super, like, cozy in a sense where it's like, oh, it's like really cutesy. It's not very cutesy, guys. You are playing as a guy who has amnesia and the world has gone into a pit of darkness, if you will, and you're trying to unlock why the world has gone into darkness. But I think it feels kind of cozy because it's almost an easy game in a sense where you're just going around in a circle, and each time you go around the circle you see new things, which is the items that you unlock. So even though it isn't like the typical cozy, I think it's more like a fall cozy game where it has like the kind of like creepy eeriness, but it's not scary. It just like it's just going around in a loop. And I feel like that was like kind of like the sense of like comfort, which is like it's not overwhelming. It's not like you have to go explore 50 million places to get items or things like that. I see Seth's comments in the what's your favorite cozy game feed. The world has fallen into a pit of darkness. Guys, we know the games I like. We're not shocked that this is one of the games I've selected, okay? So it's more in the lines, like, it's not cozy in the normal sense, but I think overall it just has like a nice vibe to it. The music really, like, of course it's a little bit scary, but it has like the nostalgia feeling to it. It's easy to get into. The very first loop that you do is like literally like, I think like 10 by 10, so it's like super small. So it's just adding to it. I think it's like really creative that like different items can create different bonuses and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say my first cozy game that's on Xbox is Loop Hero. Thumbs up.
Very nice. If it's cozy to you, that's all that matters.
It is.
Lockleth, what do you have for cozy games?
Well, I was going to go with a different one, but I'm going to lead off of Fee's energy, and I'm going to say Stray.
Ooh.
You get
Okay.
separated from your cat family. It's very sad in the very beginning. And the robots do not trust you at first. But you get to explore an entire city and get to learn more about how things came to be for the robots that live there, and basically reopen the city, I guess, sky, so that they can actually see the actual IRL world again. So I really enjoyed my time with Stray on Xbox when I played it this year. So it was just a great cozy game, and you get to play as a cat. And I'm not a huge, I don't own any cats. I'm not a cat person. Not that I don't like cats. I know, Bowsah, I understand. I like cats.
Nobody owns cats. Cats own us. We
That's
are their
true.
slaves.
That's fair, but I wouldn't know because all I have is Luna, and she is a dog. She is not a cat, even though she has a lot of cat-like
I don't even have a dog.
similarities.
I'm currently
Now
True.
you're Sean.
Yep. We're
I'm
just
playing both roles today.
I don't
Fulya's
have a cat.
representing all of them. No, you don't have one
Yeah,
at
no.
all. Not
I
at
just
all.
see a black spot. I don't know what that is.
The Void.
The Void.
Probably why I like Loop Hero.
That's
The
why you
Void
like
right here.
darkness.
It's true.
All coming together now.
She chooses the games, guys. She is my boss.
Like Bowsah said, you don't own her; she owns you.
This
Yep.
is true.
Yep.
But Stray would have to be my one.
Nice. I applaud all cat games.
Love it.
I'm going to
How
go with something completely different here. This game was actually the first game I played for the Backtrackers. It's my first ever session. And that is Arcade Paradise. This is also on Game Pass. And you are running a laundromat. And you have a couple arcade machines. So you're going in, you got to like switch out laundry. People pay you to actually do their laundry. You got to collect the monies, clean the gum off the seats, and pick up the trash and all this stuff. But then you also have some arcades. And sooner rather than later, you realize which thing ends up making more money for you and slowly turning that laundromat into just an arcade. But the cool part about this is, like, once you do your daily chores in the laundromat, you can just go play the arcade cabinets. Like, they all are functional games. So it's a bunch of games in one. And you get to choose, like, which cabinets you want to bring in, and you can, like, change how much they cost to try and, like, balance things, like how hard it is versus how much it costs, and are new people getting new records and all this stuff. Really cool game. But very chill, very cozy. Who doesn't like a good physical arcade? Just hang out and play some games. Fulya,
Love that.
back around to you. You have any other cozy games on Xbox to shout out?
I am going to let you all know that you all need to play Rolling Hills: Make Sushi, Make Friends. That is the cutest little game that you'll ever play. Yes, Lockleth, right off the bat.
Is it cutest or hear me out?
No,
It's
cutest.
true.
No, it
You
is-
did
it's
put
cute. Cute.
Wasn't this on a hear me out list?
Forget
it
about
was
that
Lockleth.
show. I wasn't there. I am someone else right now.
Okay. All right. Just putting that out there, but continue.
Yeah, Rolling Hills is such a cozy vibe. You're a little bot that comes to this little town, and they want to boost up their popularity with tourists. So they get you to run a sushi restaurant. You're not making the sushi, you're just serving it. But you're also decorating your restaurants, and those items will help boost profits. It'll help boost patience in customers. And, you'll get, there's also like charisma points that you can get as well, depending on the items that you got around your restaurant, which is really cool. You get to meet these really cool and quirky characters. And yeah, it's such a wholesome and cozy vibe. You just sort of roll once you've done a session in the restaurant, you go out, you go and get more ingredients, you go and get more items and furniture for your restaurant. You explore the little town, you'll find secret little gifts. You can get hats for your little bot, which is adorable. It's just a cool, chill time. I absolutely love it. I love playing it on my Steam Deck and just, chill out on the couch and just play through it a few times, and it's just so nice. And again, another one of those kind of switch off your brain and just go with the flow kind of games, and it's very chill.
That one has
Very
been on my
nice.
wish list for a while.
Yeah. It's definitely a good recommend.
It's not a hear me out, but it's been on my list.
Oh, man. Fee, what do you have next? What kind of doom and gloom are you bringing now?
Okay, so it's a little bit of gloom, but also really cute. It is Little Witch in the Woods. I love this game. I thought it was so cute. She very much reminds me of me. She's very chaotic. She's very much like, I don't believe anything that's happening, but then also gets herself into pure chaos situations. For example, she misses her train. It goes away without her, and then she essentially breaks a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, this seems on brand for me after, as we talked about earlier with the electric brush and my sweater. It's just essentially the same kind of vibe. I remember that was one of the first games that I was playing around with on my TV, my Samsung TV with cloud gaming. I was just like, oh, I want to try something that's like a little bit easier to render, pixel game, just to see how it runs. And I had a lot of fun with it. The banter between her and her hat, which is sentient, is hilarious, because he's very much like, I'm tired of dealing with you, essentially, in most cases, and she gives the sass back, and it's a great time. So definitely would highly recommend that game. It's not as doom and gloom. I did try to avoid saying like Darkest Dungeon, because that is not a cozy game, so I went a little bit more on the cutesy side.
Nice. I remember starting to play that. I think it was still like in game preview. So it wasn't
It
all
still
done.
is.
Is it still? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like waiting for it to be fully released, and then I'll play through the whole thing.
That's fair. I like the fact that it has the essence of Stardew, but it's not like as overwhelming. Like, of course, you're trying to unlock and try to figure out why the town is being consumed by, okay, once again, it's not fully darkness, but it's like this like vine, like the like nature has essentially become corrupt, and they're trying to figure out what's happened. So yeah, I am very interested to see what I haven't fully I haven't finished it because I was kind of on the same boat as you, Bowsah. I kind of wanted to wait until it fully released, but it's been a hot minute, guys. It's 2020.
It's been there a while.
Yeah, and it's been in game preview for a while, so maybe we should get the ball rolling and get the full release.
Just need you to go ahead and release the game now, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Lockleth, what else do you have?
So I would be remiss if I did not mention another character that is on the thumbnail for tonight's episode. Viva Pinata.
Perfect.
You gotta
Okay.
go with the 360 game. I have it downloaded because I have it through Game Pass. I have yet to play it. It is on the front log of sorts. Firmly on there. It's been there for a while. But Viva Pinata is very fun. I played it when I was in high school, so it brings back very nostalgic vibes for me. But it's just a garden sim with like creature breeding mechanics, I guess, is a very simple way of saying it. But all the animals are like little pinata creatures. They each need very specific things. Obviously, there are like predators and prey type of creatures as well. So you have to keep certain ones away from other ones. Otherwise, some bad things might happen. But it is very cozy overall. Like the vibes are there. The music is really great. The little sounds that all the creatures make. I'm going basic off of memory right now. Like I haven't played it recently, but anytime I think cozy game, my history goes back to Viva Pinata for sure.
Very nice. That's one that I should probably check out because people
Yeah.
love it.
It's good.
Yeah,
I don't know
one
if
of these
it'll
days.
graphically look that great, but I don't know.
Well, no, but
I play on the Switch, so listen, I'm not looking for the best.
yeah.
I played
Yeah, the
Lake on
potato.
there. That was
Oof,
a lot.
Lake on the Switch. It's rough times. Next up for me, since we're like onto a theme of cleaning this week, that seems to
Yeah.
be a recurring topic. I'm gonna shout out Power Wash Simulator.
Yes.
It doesn't get any more cozy than that.
Yep.
You just chill out and blast the dirt off of whatever, whether it's like playground equipment or random buildings, cars, or whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just cleaning the crap out of them.
Yep.
Not much thinking involved, just keep repeating back and
Exactly.
forth, back and forth, back and forth. Put on a
all you need.
podcast or some good, good playlist of music and just chill out and forget about the world for a while. Yeah. That's what we like.
That is a game that I absolutely love to play and just switch off my brain and just do that and either chat with friends or listen to something. And it's
Yeah.
so good.
Yep.
It's so good. Have you played the co-op to that?
I have not.
I
No?
have.
Okay. The
I
co-op
sure
is
have.
crazy fun.
People
Maybe
need to
we'll have
stop
to do that.
recommending first-person games to me, guys. This is every time. It actually happened today. A friend of mine was just like, "We need to play this," and I'm like, "Stop." Full stop. It's the tavern simulator game that's in first person. Calm. No, absolutely not. Mostly just because, like, when I remember when I first played it. One, it was during a time where I was almost in an evacuation zone for a forest fire, and so it was like it seemed kind of topical that we were using like just blasting water, and we were up essentially all night seeing if we had to leave or not. And then also I just have like this tendency where like I found it, I don't want to seem like I'm like being mean about the video game. I found it kind of boring, and so sometimes I would just like randomly like shake my mouse and then the screen would move when I did that, and then it was just nope, absolutely not. Or they would see me in the corner and they're like, "Fee, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm spinning around," and they're like, "How are you feeling?" And I'm like, "I'm about to be sick, but here I am, just spinning around, trying to clean as fast as I can." So am I the smartest tool in the shed? Nah, but here we are. There we go. Smartest or sharpest, to say the least. So yeah, I appreciate the choice though.
Very good. Well, I don't know how many games everybody brought. We got enough for another round? Everybody good to do another one?
Yeah.
All right, Fulya, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna just pick something that it's old but it's good. Omno. Omno
Ooh.
is so good. It is a puzzle platformer, and it's just very atmospheric. The music also is absolutely beautiful, and yeah, you're just seeing the scenery is actually really cool. You get a little friend that kind of helps you out, little creature friend. And yeah, you're just going around different areas, solving these puzzles, trying to traverse the world. And by the end of it, like every time you finish a section, you come across these really majestic and sort of like kaiju size like monsters, but they're very wholesome because they help you traverse in a way to get to the next area, and that's like a cutscene, and you get to see all that, and then the music just swells in that area. Oh, it is so good. I think Omno mostly is just for the music itself. It's just it's got a great soundtrack. I would highly recommend playing Omno if you just want something to kind of zen yourself with. And the puzzles aren't that difficult either. They do get a tiny bit challenging, but they're doable. Like, you can get through it easily. And I think I cried by the end of it. Like, it did get a little emotional. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. I would definitely recommend Omno for sure, 100%.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Fee, what do you got next?
Even though I really want to say Darkest Dungeon, I'm going
You
to
can say whatever you want. I won't stop you.
You know what? I'm gonna talk about the game that got me through COVID during 2023. It was Coral Island. So
There you go.
really cutesy, very demure. It was a really great game. You know what? I'm going to split it up into two sections. One is Chaos Mode, which is the Darkest Dungeon, because you know what? I keep on mentioning it. But yes, Coral Island was really great. I do think it's cozy, but I also think it's also like, I found it slightly stressful because there is so much you can do in that game, because there's the whole preface of cleaning the ocean, which I think is incredibly important, but then that opens up an entire new region with more characters that you can just like have quests with, romance, whichever, and then you have everyone in the town. There's 28 romanceable people in that game, by the way, if you were taking count. So it's just, there's a lot going on there, and I did appreciate the effort that they put into the game. I just really enjoyed it. I remember playing it like daily. Mind you, when I was playing it, I had that on the TV, and then on my iPad I had literally like police cam like car chases, because that's just the vibe that I go with, and that's really cozy for me, is just watching people being really silly. So yeah, that was my cozy experience playing Coral Island. Guys, my idea of cozy's wild. But yeah, Darkest Dungeon for sure is like probably the top one for me. No, I just correlate that with just like curling up, getting some tea, and then playing that game. And yes, it is like creepy and everything, but I think cozy, like, of course there is the like regular cozy, but then this one's more like, yes, it's eerie and spooky, but it's like the spooky season kind of cozy. Like, it's not, once again, it's not supposed to jump out. It's not, mind you, there are jump scares in that game, to be quite frank. But there is like a lot of like really interesting, like trying to like explore and figure out what's going on. So yeah, I don't know. I like a little spooky with my cozy guys. Shout out to them. So 10 out of 10 would recommend both games. Yeah.
Hey.
Lockleth, please tell me that Elden Ring is your favorite cozy game.
Oh, how'd you know? That's I've played that 1,000 times. I'm upset that there's no cross save. I got to restart again, but you know, it's the best game ever. No, false. It is Cloud Gardens is what it's called, that I have been playing on Xbox. It's just a chill puzzle style game where you're using plants to like overgrow in these like abandoned little like diorama little sceneries, but there is like a puzzle aspect to it, because you have to do stuff just so to get enough points to complete the level to progress. So there's a lot of trash and like cones and like tires and like rusted cars, like a lot of garbage, which does not sound very cozy. But if we're talking about cleaning up things, you're basically cleaning up the world with the plants, I guess, in a way, because the more trash that you strategically place around the plants that are growing, they grow larger, which makes the scenery look more green and very more aesthetically pleasing. Like, it looks it is kind of pixelated in a way, and that's kind of the style of it. But it is kind of picturesque once you have the full scene like put together.
It looks really
I've
cool.
Yeah, and I've almost beaten it. I've gotten through most of the levels. I keep getting stuck on that one level. I don't know where I'm messing up, so there is like a difficulty to it as well. But it is super cozy. The music are like the perfect vibes, and I played it a lot actually late last year, probably early this year actually. Talking to other people in like Discord, and I would be playing that like on the side. So it's kind of like kind of similar to what Fee would talk about, doing one thing, you know, as you watch something else. Yeah, same thing, same vibes.
Nice.
Love it.
I love some multitasking.
Yeah, we're busy.
Well,
We have things to do.
We do. We got lives to live, you know?
Totally.
I could easily do my last one and shout out like a Donut County or maybe Little Kitty Big City. But if Fee is allowed to say Darkest Dungeon, then I
Vampire Survivors.
Oh no!
am
here we go.
allowed to say Death Stranding.
Death Stranding is cozy.
Pay no attention to the death in the title.
Wow.
Yes, there are some tense moments in this, but most of the game is like strategic. Like, oh, I need to make deliveries to these couple places, so you know, I'm gonna take on these jobs together because one, they're like kind of in a row, and then I'll pick something up and make my way back. And you're planning out how much can I carry? Do I get like the cargo rack to tow behind me? Do I send a bot out with it? You know, there's a whole lot of planning going in place, but then you start trekking across the land, and some epic music comes on, and just oh. Chef's kiss. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. Would recommend playing this as your cozy game. Just hiking across the country, trying to make some deliveries and make people's day brighter. It doesn't get any more cozy than that, right?
I don't know.
I have no leg to stand on. I literally talked about like an abyss, and I talked about the Darkest Dungeon as my cozy game. So I'm here for it. It's a walking sim, guys. It's fine. He's going on little deliveries. He's dressed up in his little outfit. He's carrying stuff around.
It's your version of like, but good graphics.
Way better graphics.
She's making deliveries. Like she's a USPS like delivery person.
FedEx.
The vibes are there.
From FedEx Simulator, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Yon32 says it's basically Animal Crossing, so it definitely counts. He's on my side.
There you go.
If you played a
That's all I
game
need.
so many times like you have, it kind of reaches that point. Like if I want to throw one out here, like I would say Little Nightmares would be mine because I played the first one 1,000 times. So
Yeah.
cozy.
Cozy's in the eye of the beholder, you know?
Yeah.
You do you.
I was too.
There you go.
I'll do me.
Excellent. Anyone have any last minute shout outs?
There's like one that I've had downloaded for a very long time. It's Dannohh, which is like the like essentially looks like a painting, and the young girl
Yeah,
like it's like
yeah.
that looks so good.
It's very good.
So I've had it downloaded, and I always look at it and I'm like, oh man, I need to play it, and then I end up playing something else. But it's like on there, so I think that's my future cozy game, because I think that's very like, it's beautiful. I've seen the trailer a few times and I'm like, man, I really, really, really want to check this out. But man, I'm gonna have to check it out because I can't come into another cozy conversation and talk about really creepy games.
Do what we want around here.
We do what we want.
Now I played that one, Fee, and I think you would like it. And it's not a super long game too, so you could get through it pretty quickly, I would say.
Nice.
Yeah, I
I'll
agree.
have to check it out.
Yeah. I'd like to also just quickly shout out, Jusant again. That is a cozy game, but it's just climbing, and it's really pretty scenery as well. And you get a little water blob creature.
He's so
pet to go along. He's adorable.
He's so small.
Yeah.
Small.
Yeah.
I've
And
had that installed for a while, but I think Horizon Call of the Mountain turned me off of climbing games for a bit. Like, I need a break.
This one's not so bad. It's a little bit more kind of like you have to think about where you need to go, but you also have to keep an eye on your stamina too. So you do have to keep an eye on that. But it's actually still pretty good. But another one that I also want to shout out is Toem. It's a black and white exploring photography game. It's beautiful. It's fun. It's quirky. And you get to meet these really cool characters as well. And you get hats, which is awesome. It's a dress up your little character with different hats.
I like Toem. Toem's a good one. I'm excited for Toem 2 to come out.
Yes. Yep. Oh my gosh. Number 2. I can't wait. And Coffee Talk. Boom.
There you
100%.
go.
Yes. Love some Coffee Talk.
One that I have downloaded, but I have not played, but I've seen a lot of trailers. I've seen people play it, is Creatures of Ava, which is like an action adventure, like creature saving game. You're basically just trying to save the planet. That seems to be like the cozy staple. You're just trying to make things cozy again. It's not cozy, but you're trying to change it. But I have it downloaded on my Xbox. I just haven't played it yet.
I've got it on my wish list. I definitely want to check that one out.
Excellent. Is that it? Everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
All right. Before we head out, I have the pleasure of thanking all of our patrons over at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. First up, our ultimate producers, Jonathan Brown, the man behind the music on this show and the PlayStation Drive. You can find YB over at linktree/pme.jib. Cwagmire, who reminds you that the best babes are Xenobabes. And TechMike, who says whether you are Kevesi or Agnian, you are a Xenobabe at heart. Our platinum producers, Smokin Joe, The Captain, and Tim Paullin, and gold members, Adam K., Anna, Awesome Dave 1337, Brad Moore, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, Dan and Luma, Dannohh, Emily O'Kelly, Yon32, Liger Woods 330, Mr. Giggles, OldMrFrump, Patrice Mallette, Peje EP, Riley King, Stephen Keller, and Toxic. Before we head out, Fulya, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me over on the PlayStation Drive with Matt, Ryan, and Ron. You can also find me on Blue Sky and Instagram at Foolish Fuji, and on YouTube and Twitch at Foolish Fuji. And if you want to check out anything else that I do, you can go head over to foolishfuji.com for all of the other content.
No, you're not done.
That's a PlayStation exclusive, all right?
NoCard.com.
The tease. The tease.
Wow.
I was waiting.
It's a PlayStation exclusive.
I hate it here.
Join us there. That's where you'll get it.
Fine.
Fee, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me here. You can find me over on, I'm going to say Twitter. You can find me on twitch.tv/Zoranix, where I'm going to be playing all the fun games like Crime and Punishment, Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment. Also, I have no mouth, but I need to scream, because that's another game that I really want to check out. And some other spooky ones, because you know what? Why not? And my favorite cozy game of all time, things like Darkest Dungeon. So you can also find me over at Point in Progress, where this week we got to check out a really cool thing, and I'll talk about it later on because I don't know when we can talk about it. So yeah, thumbs up.
Excellent. Lockleth,
Perfect.
where can people find you?
Y'all can find me on the Nintendo Drive every week and on the Nintendo Drive post show. If you're a patron, you can find me at Lockleth on YouTube as well, because I do my own strange cozy rage over there. If you enjoy cozy, it is there, but there's a lot of rage, especially next week, Friday. That'll be fun. I won't get into it now, but I might talk about it next week. Luna, my dog, loves to walk around and make all the sounds, so if you heard her, love to hear it. And you can find me on Blue Sky at Lockleth. So yeah.
Excellent. As for me, you can find me at Bowsah13 on Xbox, on PlayStation, on Blue Sky. You can find me Bowsah on Steam and in the Discord, where shortly we're going to play maybe some Lockdown Protocol. We'll see if we get enough people. So we'll be playing something for a while after the show here. And if you missed it this time, then come back next week and we'll play something else after the Xbox Drive. Thank you all for joining us on this cozy adventure, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Xbox Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget that we've got some awesome Xbox Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming for exclusive content. Links to everything are in the description. We'll see you next week.